Buongiorno, I'm Sloane Taylor and welcome to What's Cooking Wednesday. We're going Italian today with sausage and pasta. So, grab the Chianti, pour yourself a little splash of wine, and let's get started. Chin chin. We're cooking, we're not baking, so even though the recipe at the end of the video will have all the instructions and amounts, you add things as you like. A little bit more, a little bit less. It's still going to taste good. So now we have 2 links of Italian sausage because this meal is for 2 people. And we have poured chicken stock into the base of the dish, laid in the sausage, put it in the oven for 25 minutes, and then take it out, flipped it over, and now we will flip it. And then we're going to put peppers on it. We're going to use some red, make a nice little pattern here. And we're going to use some yellow. And then a little bit of green, and the green is from our garden. I'm really pleased that we finally got something out of that garden this year. Now, with the leftover peppers, put them in a baggie, toss them in the freezer, and they're good to go. Now we want to sprinkle on a little bit of olive oil. And then we're going to use oregano. Use the dried oregano. If you use fresh like this, the leaves will irritate the people who are eating, so it's better to use the dried. Plus, dried is a stronger herb than fresh, so it will taste better. And there you go. We now have it ready to go back into the oven for another 25 minutes. So I'll pop this in, and then we'll get on with our pasta. Now we're going to do a simple pasta bake for those nights you come home from work or you've just had too much to do all day long and you need a quick dinner. This goes great with the Italian sausage, and more than likely you're going to have the majority of these ingredients already in your home. So what we do is you take a regular oven-proof dish and you coat the bottom with maybe a 1/4 cup of pasta sauce. I like Barilla. It's a good flavor, it's quick, it's easy. You use the one you like the best. Now, the noodles have been cooked already, and then after you do cook them, al dente, don't let them get too well done, rinse them under cold water so they stop cooking. Now I'm going to use my hands, and you can hear my husband Studs in the background. Put on gloves! No, I can't do that. I like using my hands. So we take the pasta, we sprinkle in enough there. And then, after that, sorry, I have to wipe my hand off. So after that, then we add more sauce. And like I said before, these recipes are at the bottom of the video, or at the back of the video rather, so you can see exactly how much to do. Now, so we cover it with sauce, and then we mix that in well, because you want the noodles to be well coated so that they don't burn. And your oven is preheating at 325, so you'll be good to go in just a few minutes. Now, we want to sprinkle on mozzarella cheese, and I like Sargento because it has no preservatives. I'm real big about no salt, extra salt outside of what's already in the foods, and no preservatives. So we sprinkle on the mozzarella, and then we sprinkle on freshly grated Parmesan. Okay, so we're going to do that. Let's plop that all over the place. And I'll talk to you about graters in a moment. Then we're going to put more sauce on top. Smooth that out a little bit. Sprinkle on a touch or two of a good dry red wine. Make sure it's dry now, you don't want sweet, because sweet will not taste good. And then we sprinkle on a little bit more mozzarella. And a little bit more Parmesan. And you can, if you like, you can cover it to cook it. You don't have to. You put it in the oven for about 20 minutes so that the dish will heat through and all the cheeses melt. And dinner's served. Now, let us talk about when you make a recipe. This is a tip for you. When you make a recipe and you like it, don't like it, make changes to it, write that in your cookbook or on your recipe card or the piece of paper with your recipe. If you have a cookbook, then go to the index and put down VG, very good, E, excellent, or ick. That way you know if you go to make something again, whether you want to do that or not. Now this meal with the sausage and the pasta is an excellent dish any time of the year. And now we'll get our sausage out of the oven because it is done. You serve the sausage with the pasta and a lovely salad, and you have a beautiful meal. And don't forget a little red wine. Here's another tip for you. You can make your salad any time of the day. Do not add the dressing. Toss the salad together. Wet a paper towel. Squeeze out the excess. Lay it over your salad bowl and put it in the fridge till you're ready to eat. Throw out the paper towel, pour on your dressing, and dinner is ready. Thank you all. I'm glad you stopped in today. And remember now, every video we do a little contest where you send me an email with the number of tips that were in the show, and I say tip before it. And then we put those names in a bag and draw out 2 names, and they will get a signed copy of my cookbook. See you next week, and may your life be filled with friends and laughter and a well-laden table. Bye. Thank you.